So for the last few weeks, I've been traveling around our viewing area talking to small businesses about how they're coping with COVID-19. It's been amazing talking to these people and watching as they're adapting to these uncertain times, doing things like selling things they wouldn't typically sell, utilizing social media and delivery services to get their goods to their customers. Some businesses even completely changing their model. One thing they all agreed on is that's their community spirit. They all say that we are better together. So the Ramsey family have three businesses that have been impacted by COVID-19. They have Frank and Blackie's Bakery over in McCadville. They've got the kayak rentals for the South Fork River, and they have their coffee shop here in Cramerton. So let's go inside and talk to them and see exactly how this is impacting.
Our cake sales have started to decline, of course, because of, no big parties. And then now we're starting to see it pick up, but on smaller cakes.
We started an online ordering app, which is curbside delivery. You actually go online, you pay online, notify us when you pull up right here, and then we just bring the order right out to you. It's a small town, a small community, they're just like family, and they've all jumped in here and supported us, because it's actually their coffee shop. We just get to run it.
We're at fourth corner of Bakehouse and Coffee in Waxhaw, where the owner tells us that they've had to change their business model, but they had one saving grace.
We couldn't keep up. It got a little bit crazy when the grocery stores went nuts, panic set in for some people. Our bread volume has gone through the roof. The wholesale customers that we did have fallen off quite a bit. A couple of them completely due to just having to close their businesses and operating under our new normal. We added in app ordering too, so that we can get curbside takeout. We're doing everything we possibly can to keep our team safe and keep our community safe and still provide them the experience that, hopefully brings them comfort and a little bit of normalcy.
We're in South Charlotte right now at the promenade off Providence Road, and the busy summer months are getting ready to come up for the local scoop. And this is how they're handling COVID-19.
Ice cream, you make your money in the summertime to get you through wintertime.
It's changed dramatically. We're known as people. We're very engaging. We like to see families come in, and everything now with social distancing has changed everything. Revenues are down about 50% of what they should be at this time.
We've got a lot of support from the community. They're ordering online through our website. They're sending us nice notes. We're here, we're open. We're trying to be business as usual.
Well, typically this bar is filled with people here at District 8 Beer Company here in Cramerton, but obviously because of COVID-19, it's not. But they do have a workaround.
As we started doing deliveries once a week, and that's just keeping everybody at home if they can be, and it gives them still the opportunity to get all the beer that they would normally come in here to get. It's just been an absolute madhouse trying to completely pivot the whole business model. For our online orders, we're just very basically doing Facebook and Instagram messaging, or you can come in and still shop like normal if you just stay away from each other. It's funny, next Monday would be our 3-year anniversary. So this is an absolute game changer for what we were expecting to do. So we're just happy that people are still trying to support us.
A lot of small businesses right now are relying on their friends or family or even the community. We're right now in Statesville at a place called Broad Street Bistro, where the owner here is relying on her faith.
I've always looked at myself as a day-to-day person, listening and leaning on God to get me step by step. And this has really showed me or put me in perspective what day by day means. Every day I have to ask if I'm going to make it to the next day. I have enough to maybe finish this month out. That's heartbreaking because I put everything in this. I'd say probably 65 to 70% of my clientele is seniors, and they're bunkering down. So it hit me hard. My faith in God gets stronger every day, but my faith in this town is amazing. We have it set up right up front, so everything stays up front. We can control what they're bringing in and make them feel safe. One thing I want them to know is I'm praying for them.
We're in York, South Carolina at a place called the Peachtree. It's been around for decades selling things like sandwiches and ice cream, but they want you to know that this week, that produce stand will be full.
Well, we always get our produce in and everybody comes in for that. That's what everybody's been waiting on. We have tomatoes and zucchini. We won't get peaches in right away. Strawberries is the time to shine right now. It has slowed down a little, but we do have our customers that come in and support us anyways. And right now we're having to close the inside, and we have a walk-up window that everybody is coming to, and we try to keep everybody distancing. But it is like, as we are getting produce in, everybody's coming in more. So hopefully whenever we get the produce in, it will pick up.
Some mom and pop shops are getting very creative to meet the demands of their customers. We're at one Mexican-American restaurant in Blowing Rock turned corner store.
A lot of people go to the grocery store and there's no toilet paper, no napkins, no gloves. Right now it's very, very slow. There's no traffic, there's no people walking, there's no tourists. Everything in downtown Bolingbrook is closed. The motels is closed. It's really, really struggle for everybody in the community. It's very, very important that everybody helping one another because right now everybody need be together and strong because it's gonna be better for everybody. It's gonna be better. And I love this country and I'm glad to be here and I'm going to fight to be here.
We're at this great little spot over in Mint Hill called Irenes Cafe, where they sell things like crepes and wine, which is considered to be a luxury for a lot of people during this time. This is how they're dealing with COVID-19.
It's been pretty bad. I think people are afraid. Then as the week goes by, it seems like whatever the money hasn't been going on, some of the people have been laid off. So I think that's why they just stayed home. I'm trying to make sure that the product remain the quality, so it's safe for everybody. The doors are open every single day from 11 to 3. And we work for 3 different companies, which is DoorDash, GrabHub, and Uber Eats. This Thursday, for any kids who want to come by, it's going to be a surprise. So, whatever's inside, you take it with you, you share with anybody, but it's just for them. It's the only crepe in town, the best in the city.
At a time when big box hardware stores have lines coming out of them, a lot of people forget to think locally. So that's why we're at Centerview Hardware here in Kannapolis, where their flagship location had been open since the 1940s, and they offer things that the big box stores just don't have.
There's been a lot of fishing going on. People have decided that they can't sit in the house, let's go fishing. Since the COVID-19 has started, we have been up and down in business, but it's been pretty good for the most part. A lot of people's coming in doing home repair and fixing up in the yard, planting gardens. And a lot of people say they don't want to go to the big box stores because they don't want to be around that many people. Our doors are open. We'd just like to have you in business.
Well, we're at 26 Acre Brewery here in Concord. It's a little place off the beaten path, but like a lot of small businesses that we've been talking to, the community has really helped out. So let's go talk to them.
Foot traffic sort of goes up and down day to day. Sometimes we're way more curbside, but sometimes people want to come up, so people can select pickup, curbside, and we also jumped on the Postmates real quick when this started, and so we have delivery available. We're so grateful to have the support of our community, our friends and family. We really appreciate you guys and people like you that have cared enough about small businesses to want to get the word out, let people know, hey, some of these guys are still open, we're still doing business, we're still here, and because of that, we'll be here when this is over.
You know, barbecue is a staple here in the Carolinas, and although this place has only been open for 5 years, the community here at Rock Hill has really come through for the Dixie Pit.
This April 29th is actually going to be our 5-year anniversary. It's going to be a weird anniversary because of everything that's been going on. Normally we keep it pretty packed, so now it's just straight takeout, and we do curbside service if people want to call ahead, pay ahead, and then take it out to their vehicles. It's been a struggle, but we're trying to get by. We've got a tremendous amount of support in the Rock Hill area. Our customers have been incredible to us since we've opened, and even recently, it's been amazing. We're really blessed with that.
We're in the university area right now, just off of North Tryon at a place called the Caribbean Hut, where serving authentic Caribbean food is just as important as serving the community.
If someone called me and said, Trevor, hey, can you deliver some food to this home or to this person? I'm happy to do it. You know what I mean? Because that's what the community is all about. I'm doing good, the family's okay, and my customer is still supporting, so it's a blessing. We've been shaked up a lot. but we still have to give thanks for what is going on. We're still open for delivery and takeout, and we still got the support of the community. People are still coming in. We have people in the community that definitely help by making donations that we could deliver food to some homes, and those people are tremendously great to us. Everyone that come together make a big difference.
We're at Seaboard Brewing and Wine Bar here in Matthews, where the wine bottle sales are doing just fine, but you can also come in, if you have your own growler, you can get it filled up.
I think some people want to celebrate. They're with family, and they're probably spending more time with family than they have in a long time. Wine is a great facilitator of these sort of family events. We've seen some drop off just because, we did have a lot of business from by the glass. However, Matthews in particular has been really supportive. You can come in. What we have found is most people are most comfortable calling us beforehand. Again, we can do deliveries. We're just trying to make it easier on people to have that same variety without having to worry too much about spending extra money.
We know a lot of people are getting anxious, ready to get their hair done or their nails done, but it's just not deemed essential at this time. But we're at one salon in South Charlotte that just became essential. This is Anything's Possible.
We are a mobile grooming and training company. Right now we're just doing the grooming end of it. A lot of these dogs get matted really easily. The mats turn into skin sores, and it can be pretty dangerous for everybody at that point. So they finally said, we think that you are actually now essential. Salons are, unless they've gotten a letter from the governor telling them that they can go back to work, it's pretty much just mobile at this point. It got a little bit more difficult making your bills, paying everything, trying to get unemployment for my employees. It's about actually helping the dog, which helps the family. We really love what we do.
A lot of locally owned businesses cater to the most vulnerable right now, which is the older folks and the elderly. Right now we're at Fat Daddy's Cafe in Stallings, where they're just not seeing the foot traffic.
A lot of our clientele is the older clientele, so we're not seeing those show up. I don't really think they're leaving home right now. We might get 20, 25 orders a day now, so.
What was it before?
100, 150 orders. We are trying to help ourselves. We're trying to run daily specials. We have a $1.99 senior and child's menu. If they want to come in and place their order, they can do that. They can sit in one of these two areas here that's spaced 6 foot apart, just however they feel comfortable doing it. We're very much a family here. We honestly miss seeing a lot of the children in here. Come eat, it's wonderful food and it's inexpensive.